What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here. Welcome back to the channel. Werewolf? Earwolf, or at least rubber ducky form. I got a bunch of these. I'm going to hide them in the yard. And when the granddaughters come over tomorrow, we're going to have a little scavenger hunt. Anyway, yeah, today we're talking about a classic 80s werewolf movie, Joe Dante's The Howling. Boy, did I have a lot of fun revisiting this last night. I sat down. I thought about 20 minutes in, boy, I can really go for one of those spiced wafers, a couple of those spiced wafers, but I just couldn't get up. I couldn't pause the Blu-ray and go get it, go get some, or refill my my glass of wine. I was just glued to the screen, and it just flew by. Man, I had a great time revisiting this. And this film was one that Jim mentioned on his channel for his Shocktober series. So that's Jim's Movie Channel, everyone. Make sure you check out Jim's Movie Channel. He's doing his Shocktober series this month. He always has great videos. He's on a podcast called Talking Movies with Sean, Kenny, and Jim. I was a guest on there this week. We had a great time. Anyway, let's get to the movie. Check out Jim's channel for sure, though. Let's get to the movie, The Howling. Look, this is a werewolf movie. Most of you are familiar with it. I'm just going to say, like, if you haven't seen this in a while, the next day, the morning after, I feel about it the same way I did with finally rewatching The Day the Earth Stood Still. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed it and how much I had forgotten. And, you know, I picked up so many little things in this film. And what Joe Dante does is he sort of grounds the film in reality, in a gritty, scary reality in the beginning, as this reporter, played by D. Wallace Stone, is helping the police track down a serial killer. He sort of lures her to an adult theater, so it's really gritty. In New York City, it's got that kind of gritty, even though it's 80s, early 80s, it has that gritty 70s feel. And there you see a cameo by Roger Corman, who's standing outside of a phone booth making her nervous, which is hilarious. And then it gets into the werewolf plot line as she goes to this colony where this psychiatrist, played by Patrick McNee, helps people recover from trauma, but it's really a colony of, you guessed it, werewolves. And it goes from there, and there's some conflict between her and her husband because she's sort of recovering from trauma, and the cast is phenomenal. You have Patrick McNee, you've got Slim Pickens as a sheriff, naturally. You've got John Carradine, good John Carradine role. You know, sometimes he's just in a movie. This is a good John Carradine role. Cameos by Roger Corman, and Forrest J. Ackerman, who's holding some of his magazines in a bookstore, and the bookstore owner is played by Dick Miller, who, of course, knows all about werewolves and everything. Great Dick Miller performance. The other cast members that are part of her, that work for her at the news station are really good. This woman here, Belinda Belaski, not really familiar with her. Not really sure what else she was in, but since the D. Wallace Stone character is kind of recuperating, and she's mentally a little fragile, she actually does a lot of the legwork in investigating what's going on at the colony, and stumbles, in some really tense scenes, stumbles onto this these werewolves. It's just a lot of fun, guys. So many little nice touches. They're watching the original Wolfman. They're watching werewolf cartoons. You got to look, just take in the whole screen, because you'll see things like Slim Pickens has a bowl or a can of wolf chili on his kitchen counter, and all I could think about was that scene in Blazing Saddles with the beans. Wolf chili. There's so many little nice touches in this movie. Man, this was fun. The special effects are really good. A little bit of a mixed bag. There's one animation sequence, and in the credits, people were actually detailed to work on that. That is a little bit quaint and dated, and the final transformation, I think they could have cut it about 45 seconds early, and that would have been fine, if you know what I'm talking about. But I love the werewolves. Big, mean, and nasty, and just tons of fun. If you haven't seen this, why not? Go check this out. This is tons of fun. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and check out Jim's Movie Channel, and I'll check you back here next time. Later.